Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to a nice low-stakes game of Blood Bowl 2. We're totally clear for the end of the tournament. All we have to do here is not have all of our players die. It's a good place to be in. Obviously, it would be great if we could get a bunch of star player points.
It's about to begin.
Also, I guess I should have checked this before going in, but I think these guys are coming up into the next phase of the tournament with us. So if we can maybe reduce their team effectiveness, that might be a good idea. We got Halfling Master Chef because we are that far above them on team value. Oh well. They had to put in 20k of their own cash. I'll be honest with you. I'm pretty sure they're only running 11 players. If I were them, I would be using some of that money to buy players. Like, even though it was only 20k to get the Master Chef, I guess I would have held the 20k probably and just bought, 250k worth of other things. Or maybe there's a good version, maybe there's a good star player purchase that'll get them a little closer to using all the money. But like, I would be holding on to every dollar to get myself to 12 players. If every player on my team had 7 armor value, I don't know.
Weather's okay. Some say it's perfect for playing Blood Bowl. I call it
Okay, this doesn't matter at all. Let's receive so we get first punch. Alright, they have rolled the maximum value on their Master Chef.
holes in the defense.
It looks to me like they don't have an apothecary. Okay. Okay, that's an opportunity. We should really, really hurt some players here. So what did they put on the line? Linemen. The linemen are the ones with the antler horns. The antler horns, like the deer antlers, is what I was trying to express there. So their linemen are fine. They're like our linemen, but with one less point of armor. Actually, I think our linemen only have 6 move. Yeah, wood elves are fast, man. So the War Dancer is the player on this team that I'm most concerned about. We definitely want to try to hurt that guy if we can. They're probably not going to expose him to us too readily. So let's do something like this. We'll leave the assassin in position to try to get a drop. We'll try to drop this guy who has block. Or I guess we could throw a block at him. Maybe we try to hit this guy who has dodge instead, since I don't know. It probably doesn't actually matter in terms of hurting him. I'll put another guy on the line over here so that we get the 2-die punch there. And then actually, you're important. Let's put the wrestle lineman over here. This guy is too useful to be up on the line. It's pretty hard to take down a War Dancer. We need the kicker back here. I'm receiving. Never mind. I need my kicker back here. Let's just put ourselves in a position to do some damage. 4 strength runner and plus movement blitzer. Is that the right? Yeah. A touchdown on either of these guys would be fine. Not hugely exciting by itself, but okay. They can swap up their defense, which they will do, in a way that honestly I think is pretty sensible. Okay, well it looks like I don't really get a choice. I have to stab a guy with dodge. Yeah, every player on their team having only 8 armor puts us in a pretty good position to get some good stabbing. So if we run somebody over to here. Oh, they put the War Dancer near the edge of the field. I can't get any 2-die blocks on it. But we could go for him. I'll just surf the catcher. That's fine. So if I move to here, blitz with the Witch Elf. It's a 2-die block followed by a 1-die block, unless I put an elf in this spot as well. Which I don't... It wouldn't be that dangerous, actually. Because he's protected by us having an elf here. But if we do that, then the Witch Elf ends up in this space with no way out. I'm going to go for the 2-die block and the 1-die block. Probably. What I'm actually going to do first is... move some of these guys around. So this is a 2-die block because the assassin... Yeah, let's do that. And then if this results in so much as a push, then we don't have another 2-die block. But at least we prevent them from getting easy 2-die blocks in return. And then, I mean, we have a screen here. Yeah, alright, let's go for it now. So I'm going to go for a 2-die block into a 1-die block. But to be fair, all I need is a push. We don't have any rerolls, though. This could go badly. Oh, why is this still a 2-die block? I'm getting assisted on... Shouldn't this only be 1? I'm getting assisted... whatever. Looks like we didn't get an injury out of it. And then we dodge her out to prevent her getting surfed. And I guess we take her over to here? Or it doesn't matter? I could put her... Actually, if I put her here, she's least vulnerable of all the spots I could put her in. It's very hard for them to get more than a 1-die block on her now. We probably don't want to adjust this spacing too much. I guess it's okay to put this guy over here to try to tighten up the hole a little bit. Because if they want to run all the way around here, I'm fine with it. Obviously, my plan is to take the ball up this way for right now. So, since we have no rerolls, we should try to pick up the ball in the safest possible way. Okay. So yeah, they're not going to run all the way around us. They're going to try to go through somewhere. I'm not sure where. But I do think if I move this guy, I am making running around a little bit more attractive. So I think this is the last productive thing of the turn. Do I want to follow? I think the answer is no. Oh, nice! And that's got him only 1 star player point from a level. That should be very easy to get. Given the fact that a 4 agility to 4 agility pass has like almost an 80% chance of landing. At least a short pass. A quick pass, rather. The shortest range is called quick pass, and then the second shortest range is called short pass for some reason. Okay. Block protects us. So do I just want to have the assassin use our blitz all the time? Doesn't seem totally ideal. How far forward can this guy get? Him being able to, him having an extra point of movement is really nice for using him as a cage. In this situation where he ended up behind the ball carrier. So I think I'll stand, I mean back here, right? Pretty far back. Alright, Dark Soulless is our potential receiver because the touchdown would level him up. Actually, we should probably have more than one potential receiver, huh? Bloodman is really likely to work. If this turns out to be untenable for some reason, you know, them devoting some guys over to fighting him, I'm sure we can make this happen. Now, we should just use the stab over here. I want to use my blitz for something a little bit more, a little bit flashier.
The attacker has an assist. Intimidation is the key. Strength.
So let's see. We could definitely surf this guy too. I could just push them all off the field one by one. Kind of like that, actually. Right, if I put this guy here...
If the player is pushed, it will finish in the public. In general, fans are much more dangerous than players.
This seems okay. We'll just keep doing everything in our power to injure them. Okay. Block is a drop at least, and she does have Mighty Blow. Alright, good stuff. She's actually slightly more likely to injure them by knocking them down than by knocking them into the crowd, I think. No, that's only true if she gets the armor break naturally. So, like, half the time. So basically, disregard. Do I just want to mark these guys, or do I want to put a third person downfield? That doesn't feel necessary. Yeah, I'll just stand here. That's fine. Let's make it a little bit harder for them to generate the favorable block. The way Mighty Blow works, the reason I was saying that thing that I'm pretty sure is not correct about her is that you add +1 to the armor roll unless the armor roll naturally breaks their armor, in which case you get to add the +1 to the injury roll instead. So on rolls where she naturally breaks armor, which is a significant number of them against a 7 armor player, she has a reasonable chance of inflicting a good hit. Alright, quite a few dodges there. He just really went for it. Do not use. Well, that's bad for them. They'll re-roll that. That's really good for them. They rolled 2 faces that are good. Okay, but he did bobble the ball at least. The good news is he's surfable now. We're gonna have to do a little bit of work to make it happen, but we can make it happen, and I really want this guy off the table. So the way we do this is we stand Tiama, we throw the first block, pushing him to here. I guess it could have been here. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. Then we have one other player drop down to this position so that we have an assist when the block is against him here. And we just frenzy him off the field. Man, I think these fans are also elves because they're having a really hard time actually hurting any of these players. They've given us another free stab opportunity. I am putting every single possible chance for an injury out here. I'm having a heck of a time actually getting one to stick. And we got one. We got one. And so they will be short-handed for the rest of the game. I'm just, looking for a little bit more blood than this. Need more blood in my blood bowl. It probably behooves us to have somebody else go back and pick up the ball. How about the guy who would benefit from passing? This is a guy with block and dodge, but only 2 strength. Oh, that's right. That's why we had a two-die block earlier, in a situation where I thought we shouldn't have one. I forgot, their catchers only have 2 strength. So yeah, a mark seems like a fine way to go about this. Is there anything else that really needs to be done? This dodge is quite likely to work. Just maintain him as a receiver. Put a little bit more defense out here so that they can't just blitz at the ball in case we fail to pick it up, which totally might happen.
ball is a dangerous ball. The player needs to
It's a 2+ dodge, but he doesn't have a reroll. Yeah, we have the ball so surrounded by tackle zones. This is fine.
Anybody catch the ball tonight?
good. He's got the ball. It's always embarrassing when they fumble that bit.
And then, honestly, I don't know if I even do want to move forward. I guess there's not a lot of enemy players in range. We'll move forward 1 space. If I move forward to here, it's a little bit too easy for them to generate a 2-die block by placing a player here and then denying assists and having a third player blitz. And I think between these 3, they could pull that off. Here, they have no way of generating an assist. Yes, please, go and stand adjacent to the assassin. Oh, I see. They're going to try to take him down.
Right next to a teammate.
And they are just abandoning the receivers. What would even be the point, they say. Okay, they're just going to go for the negative. That's just barely a negative 2-die block. If I had 1 more assist, I think it would be negative 3. Yeah, because my guy would have an effective 5 strength. I mean, I don't think they're wrong to go for it. I'll say that. We could surf this guy. You might be tired of hearing me say that, but I just really like doing it every single time I have the opportunity. Dyson. Nice. All right. You can only roll those dice so many times without Nuffle coming to your aid. That's not true. Nuffle is never required to come to your aid. Don't believe that. All right. So if we hit this guy, we're not that likely to knock him down. He has block and dodge. If we push him to here, the Witch Elf can attack him from above, push him to here, and then push him to here. We'd have to spend our blitz to knock him out. If I push him to here, push the Witch Elf up, then she can hit him from above, forcing him to here, and then to here. And then we can have this guy deliver the blow that knocks him out by moving somebody to this space. And that will mean I don't have to use my blitz for that. So I use my blitz for other stuff. And that also frees up the ball carrier, obviously. I've played a lot of Blood Bowl. This is the first time that this has ever happened to me. Honestly, I don't get 3-die blocks that much. Well, so it goes. Oh, and he's injured too. How bad? Loses a movement allowance. I don't think I apothecary that. He'll be out for a game, though. No, I would rather have an injured player and then play a game with a journeyman than risk somebody else on the team getting dead, you know. I've already had the apothecary sew the Witch Elf's head back on once. Yeah, keep after him. Aw.
They're attacking the ball, carry ball.
I know, Jim. I'm watching the same match as you.
That Halfling Master Chef has really worked out for them. Alright, that's a good position for the ball to end up in. Interesting maneuver from that guy. So we don't have our kicker for next game. That's a bummer. I think I would rather hit this guy with the blitzer. It's a 2-die block either way. This way we get to knock him down on both down. Wow. He delivered a standing kick to that guy's face so hard that he did, I think, a 540.
He's away with the fairies. Murders.
Yes. This assassin is doing some work. That guy had dodge, too. That was going to be annoying to deal with. There are not going to be any players left on the field at the end of this.
Rather than the knee.
Well, we could go for the pass. It's a level up for a blitzer and a level up for a lineman if it works. They have 4 players on the field. I guess I haven't used my blitz yet either. Let's move some people around. I'm going for the pass in case it was unclear. Alright. So we're going to preserve the Witch Elf as our blitz. This is a good 2-die block, but also if we fail the pass and we don't get to throw a punch, this guy's at least fairly caged up. Alright, it's time to play some elf ball. You cannot throw the ball this far. Oh, he's 1 square out of range. Oh no. Can I throw the ball to the Witch Elf? I can. I'm gonna throw the ball to this guy, I guess. I just want to get the star player point. Not have to worry about it anymore. Okay. Not exactly what I was looking for being honest. Hey, we got him. All right, now she... Let's see here. She doesn't have a 2-die block. Oh no, she does still have a 2-die block on the second hit. If she hits him from here, or actually it doesn't matter, it could be here. Push him up. The runner still is providing an assist. Yeah, okay. Let's just keep trying to injure him. Oh, that'll work. I'll take that. It's like they're not even wearing any armor. I guess they're actually not. The only players in the game that are less armored than these guys are halflings. So as far as we know, a naked human-sized person has 6 armor. That seems to be the case. Come down here and protect. Alright, they're going to have a... Yeah, they're going to have a tough time getting to that. So let's resolve this situation. Good stuff. And then obviously the Witch Elf's going to blitz the other guy. She's going to keep trying those mighty blows. She hits like a truck. This should be doable. Okay. Yeah, like that. That's how she hits. I assume they will apothecary. They did not apothecary. They might have apothecaried one of the earlier injuries and just gotten a bad roll. Oh no, that's right. They didn't bring an apothecary. What a phenomenally bad idea. Listen, if you take nothing else away from the series, I want you to learn this. If you are an elf team, you need an apothecary. Need. We are just obliterating these guys. If these guys really are following us up into the tournament, I do not think they're going to be a problem. It's a bad move. It's a bad move, this 2-die blitz nonsense, or this negative 2-die blitz nonsense. Well, I mean, obviously we're just going to keep throwing punches. We're so close. We're so close to the goal. We've almost removed all of their players from the field. This does not happen that often. This guy has dodge, unfortunately. The good news is I just pushed him adjacent to the assassin. Aw. There we go. That'll put him on his ass. Well, I mean, you know... Can I put enough assists on this guy to make him 3-die blocked? I sure can. Oh wait, Dark Soulless is the one who I wanted to score the goal. Shoot, that was the wrong guy to do that with. There we go. We found it. He is still the one I am going to score this goal with.
All good. Solid. If not spectacular play.
Everybody come and hug this guy. That's a pretty bad plan. I would have just stayed down. You know, I didn't actually realize it's the last turn of the half. We gotta actually score this thing. So this was really bad, giving the ball to this guy, because now we could totally fail the handoff. Although I suppose we don't really have to score this thing. It's not exactly vital. So you guys are both within GFI range of the end zone. Nobody else is, though, right? Yeah. I don't want to roll the GFIs, obviously. They're both really far from a level up. I guess Draven is slightly less so. So we'll run up and try the handoff. It'll be embarrassing if it fails. Okay. Okay. It seems unlikely to me that they will score a point. Just something about the look of their team at this moment in the game. Alright, they got two of their guys back. It looks like both linemen. I'm keeping super close track. What did we injure? Lineman with dodge, lineman with dodge, lineman with block, and a catcher. So they're able to field 5 players? Yeah. Okay. And we're the boss over here. Like, if we just put dudes straight across the line, I actually don't think they can generate enough assists to make that not work for us. Alright, let's see what they do. But I'm going to strong line them because they have to put 3 guys in the middle, and I want the maximum chance of injuring those guys. Oh, hey, we get a reroll. Oh, what am I? It's their 8th. I'm bad. Well, honestly, this setup isn't even bad, really. It just makes it really hard for them to generate 2-die blocks anywhere except the corners. So they're just going to go for 1-die blocks. Hopefully they will drop the ball in a pretty serious way here. Not the ball, you know what I mean. Hopefully they will have a bad roll. Okay, so they have another chance to get their other KO back. And they did. So now they're fielding 6 to 10. They only stole 1 of my rerolls. I think it's still right. It's a lot more right now than it was a minute ago, I'll tell you that. Okay, they can move a little bit if they want to. They're pretty happy with where they set up, despite the fact that they could have moved closer to the ball. I don't know. You know, what are you going to do? So I put tough players on the ends. In particular, Bloodman is just very difficult to fight successfully. This dude, like, an elf with 7 move, 5 agility, block, and dodge pretty much gets to go wherever he wants, whenever he wants. He's going to be very difficult for other teams to deal with. Then they're just going to throw, like, a whole bunch of dice for no reason.
Remains very quiet. He may not be noticed.
Nope, that's not going to do it. Smart. Not following up is a very good move there. So, this guy has done a good job of standing in a place that makes it kind of awkward for me to get the blitz I want. We could go up here. We could deny the assist, go up here after a 1 die. Setting up a 2 die block seems tricky. Actually, maybe not. The fact that we have an extra point of movement means that I can do this. And this guy can do this.
This could be fun, especially if the ball holder goes down.
We have to make a GFI. But it is a 2 die block with block against a guy who does not have it. Is there any other really important stuff to do over here? We could mark some dudes. We probably should mark some dudes, just make it a little bit less likely for them to be able to pull off some kind of nonsense. And I definitely want to put the assassin in a place where he doesn't have to blitz to use the knife.
Buddy, that's gonna hurt.
And the witch elf only has 7 armor, but she's tough anyway. Let's try to make it really awkward for them to get out of here. You know, it's still elf ball. Oh, what am I doing? I was thinking I would use this guy to close up that hole, but in fact, this guy has a job to do. I guess you're not doing anything right now. You can close up that hole. So that guy now has to make a couple of dodges if he wants out. We have a block that we can throw here in a second, but obviously this is the top priority, so let's focus.
Put some pressure on the ball carrier. Move quicker.
Yeah, that does it. That's a good spot for the ball to fall in. Don't think I want to make the GFI too. Put another tackle zone on it. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, as you might have expected, things are looking pretty bad for them. The funny thing is, there are some teams where if I was receiving as an elf team and I was only fielding 5 players, I would think, I could still do this. Wow, they failed the pickup with a reroll, huh? But he ended up with it eventually no matter what. See, the thing is, the second time that it landed on him, the second time that it entered his square, he wasn't trying to pick it up. He was trying to catch it. The bouncing ball is caught, not picked up. So he was allowed to use his catch skill to re-roll it. He finally managed to hit a good die roll. That's pretty funny, actually, that worked out that way. This guy's a catcher, so we have a 2 die block just standing against him. And while it may seem like that was a result he was looking for, obviously, I think anybody here can probably see what's about to happen. I guess before I throw any blocks, including the one I already threw, I should do this. Okay, worth a shot. You know, I really do need to get a star player point on the assassin. I probably should be throwing normal blocks with him. If we could get him a level up, well, I guess there aren't a huge number of skills he could take. He could take dodge at least, make things a little bit easier for him. What's the best way to do this? Because obviously we want to blitz this guy. The best version of this is I roll a push, which moves this guy to here, and then somebody comes around and blitzes from this space. Since this spot's full, we'll push him off field. I guess what I'll do is just put up the second die here.
Smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
And then we'll have this guy dodge out. I guess if this guy is injured or knocked out by this, he doesn't fill the space anymore, so maybe I should have just taken the push. Alright, let's roll some dice. I have a reroll. I'm feeling a little bit gutsier. Wow, that is the... This time we have wrestle. I'll just use wrestle. I'm a little too worried about the chance of me getting injured. Wow, that was almost the best possible version of that for them. Alright, couldn't find a good hit here. I'm trying to figure out a way to free up a player. Come on, show me a knockdown. Cannot find one. Okay, but we push him to here and we don't follow. And that gives the Witch Elf a couple of 2-die blocks. This is bad. This is a bad throw-in. It's almost... Actually, it might literally be the best possible throw-in for them. I still have my reroll. And they're not in a position where the ball is scoreable yet. I'm going to go for this 1-die block. Do I dodge out? This guy not having block makes me less... And then this guy does have dodge, so it's actually really hard to get a result that knocks him down but doesn't also knock me down. I'm wondering if I should just dodge out and go for the ball. No, I'm going to go for this. Because even just the push makes it more awkward for him to get to the ball. If they get to it, they get to it. I think we can probably resolve that situation. Okay, interesting. Is he planning a blitz up? Dodge, dodge. How much move does he have left? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's under control. I'm not too worried about that. That guy made the... He just made the tough dodges. And then put himself back in punching position. They are, in fact, going to blitz up on us here. And then he's not going to move toward the ball. Okay. Not re-rolling there is definitely right. So I'd love to hit this guy with somebody who has block. Let's put the assassin right here.
Well, they had to retreat.
Then I'm going to hit him with this guy. It would be better to hit him with the Witch Elf. We could go for this. The Witch Elf gives us 2 chances at the knockdown. All I need is a push from Grasping Despair to make that workable. But chance of things going better. Wow! Grasping Despair! You madman! I would be so mad if I was them. To have lost a War Dancer with a stat point on top of all the other shit that's happened. Alright, so let's hit him from this side. We have 2 chances at this. All we need is an attacker down, or sorry, a defender down or a both down. Couldn't find one. Man, rough. Well, let's keep him adjacent to the assassin. Let's really cage his ass up. He needs to make, at minimum, 3 dodges. And then, I don't know, up here we'll just throw some blocks. If they score, it doesn't matter. Again, if we lose, it doesn't matter. So, I would love to score another touchdown, maybe 2 other touchdowns. That doesn't seem infeasible, given, you know, the position they're in. I honestly, the only play for them is just hard roll the dodges and run. And I don't think this dude has the end zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, double GFI to here. Yeah, he actually can't even get away. That's grim. That's some grim shit. That guy's dead. You're not going to move him first? Are you crazy? Okay, I'm going to throw a normal block with our assassin. Try to get that level up. And if it doesn't work, we push the guy to here. The witch elf pushes him through into all these other guys. We have a lot of chances at this.
Can the player force possession away from the ball?
Mighty Blow has been good for us so far. Well, okay. I think that that might be our touchdown runner. So, what else needs doing? This is something that we could definitely. Okay, easy enough. Well, at least the fans took pity on him. At this point, they're going to have to take their silver linings where they can find them, you know? That guy is in dire straits. Who wants this punch? Let's give it to Grasping Despair. If he can land one, then he's only another good punch off of a level up. I guess this way's better. Do I even want to commit another guy over it? Like, I think we're better off just letting this guy be a block on that approach. Yeah. I'm not too worried about the 2-strength guy blitzing up into us. That's not that likely to work out for them. Alright, good dodge away. Tough. It's a tough sequence of dodges. That's why we set it up that way. Alright, well, this one's all over but the crying, folks. On the whole, not a terrible game for us. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run Dark Soulless up, because he's at 5, right? We might try a pass to Dark Soulless again. I know it didn't work last time, but that doesn't mean it will never work. This guy has 3 strength. Could we make this... We can make the first one a 3-die block. We can make the first block or the second block 3 dice. We can't do both of them. Let's contain this dude. I don't know that Bloodkirk has any relevant moves. I guess he could do this. We could make them both 3-die blocks if we had another assist available. Oh, no, wait. It takes 4 assists to make a 2-die block. Alright, so we'll get one 3-die block and then a 2-die block if the 3-die block doesn't work.
This is going to be decisive.
Okay, there we go.
That's a strike made with technique and precision.
What an unfortunate position for this fellow. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about this guy's life. It's not the thing he always dreamed it would be, I'll say that.
I hope he knows what he's doing.
It's a gutsy play. Not so good, I think, but gutsy, you have to give him that. I should have run him closer to this guy, actually. Just in case. Let's hold off on that. It'll happen, but I want to throw blocks and stuff first. Because we're not hurting for it. Alright, well, he's got to respond with some dodging out if he wants to still be alive next turn. That's unfortunate. Could not find it. We do still have another shot at it, though. There we are. This is worth doing, right? This is a good use of my time.
That's a dangerous place to be.
Something tells me I'll be fine, thanks. The announcers are worried, and I appreciate that. Bye-bye. Okay, there we go. I think their pity has turned to disgust. Let's put somebody adjacent to the intended receiver, just in case we screw this pass up.
Start something exciting in the dying moments of the match. And they're moving the ball really well.
So unfortunately, I kind of spent too long screwing around, and there's no way I get 2 touchdowns. I mean, the -3 die block is just, you can roll 2 POWs and still come out of it like this. I just don't think that's a thing you should do. What else could he have done, I guess? And at this point, it doesn't really matter if this player gets, like, negative blocked and dies, because they already can't win their next game. Let's walk this dude off the field. I mean, I'll take a knockdown if they offer me a knockdown, but... should have offered me the knockdown. Okay. Well, that's not star player points, but I suppose it will do. This guy is going nowhere. Am I allowed to stab a guy who's on the ground? Instead of throwing a block at them. I could foul him. This is very spiteful, but like... I'm just gonna try to clear the field. Aw, all we got was a stun. That's a shame. Yeah, it's poor sportsmanship. What? Only allowed to throw 1 foul per turn. Alright, obviously I'm not going to risk not getting the touchdown. Well, that was certainly something. It seems like when the pressure's not on, we play in a much more relaxed and confident style, doesn't it?
3 anyway, but that was a lot, right?
Oh, and a 6 for winnings. Sure, I'll take a 6 for winnings. MVP goes to Draven, which levels him up. Okay. The good news is our team's amazing. The bad news is our team value is going to be somewhere in the range of 1,700. Going up against Nurgle next. Oh, that's true. One of our players is injured. That will lower our team value very slightly. Because he'll be replaced by a 70k lineman. Actually, he probably won't, right? Because we'll probably just buy a guy to sit in his spot. We could buy another runner. We're maxed out on blitzers. We're 10k short of being able to afford the second witch elf, which is definitely what I would prefer to buy here. Runners aren't bad players. I don't think it's a second assassin. Yeah, this is what I want. I want to buy a second witch elf. Just don't think we have the opportunity. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I might just buy a runner. It means that we don't have to run a loner next game. And I think having a 12th player is pretty important when your team is as soft as ours is. Even most of our players having 8 armor is still, like, that's injurable. Let's roll some level ups, though, in the meantime, while we're considering our options. A 10. I mean, another guy with movement allowance is good.
That massive biff
I might just want to take
has just
dodge, though. We're about to have a very punchy game. I'm just going to take dodge. We need players who are going to be able to stand up to the punching. A point of movement allowance is not going to let him do that. Okay, so this guy has strip ball. He rolled normals. He can also get dodge. Like, it's boring, but this is going to be a tough game. I'd really like to pick up tackle on at least one player. It would really help against our games against teams like that Wood Elf team. But maybe not now. Maybe now's not the time. You know, we could do this on a lineman or something. Let's take dodge. Yeah, we have a level up for the assassin. Let's see what he gets. He rolled doubles. It says the player may choose to throw blocks against... I think this works. We're going to find out. I'm going to feel like a real asshole if I take this and it doesn't work. But they gave us the opportunity. They knew I couldn't resist. I should have known it was a trap, but here we are. Okay, normals. So, we could just take tackle in preparation for future games. This could be another wrestler. I'm trying to think. Against Nurgle. Against Nurgle, honestly, I really wish I had kick. Their players are relatively immobile. It would be nice to have kick, but I don't think I want kick badly enough to take a second player with kick, even though our first player won't be available this game. Because once they're both available, it's just like our team has one less level up, except, of course, for the fact that we're still taking team value for having the skill. So we could take block, we could take dodge. Those are both things that make us better at fighting. We could take wrestle, which makes us a little bit less good at knocking people down in a meaningful way, but makes us better against players that have block. I didn't check their team. Some of them probably have block. We can also take strip ball for dealing with like block dodge pestigores. We do already have one strip ball player though. I'm going to take wrestle. I'm a big fan of wrestle on linemen. With pretty much every team. I should have looked at them first. So it's a Nurgle team. They don't have a beast. They do have 4 Nurgle warriors. It looks like they only have 2 pestigores. That's good for us, probably. In terms of preventing them from scoring. A Nurgle warrior plus armor. And also block. That's interesting. So, like, movement allowance versus armor value on a Nurgle warrior. You know what? I think I'd still take the movement allowance. 4 is real bad. 4 is a bad number. We've got a plus move pestigore, a plus agility Nurgle warrior. That's not bad. So he's up to normal agility while being also a total badass.
Stupid, Jim. Nobody ever reads the instructions.
Nurgle warrior with block. A Rodder with... Is that pro? Once per turn, a pro is allowed to reroll any one dice roll that he has made, even if he is prone or stunned. However, before the reroll may be made, his coach must roll a d6. On a roll of 4, 5, or 6, you get the reroll. On a 1, 2, or 3, you don't get the reroll, and you can't use a team reroll to fix it. It's kind of like a weird extra half reroll that only that player can do, but they can do it once per turn. It's kind of cool if you put it on a player that makes fancy rolls. Like, I'm not against proing a War Dancer, or like our 5 agility Blitzer would not be a terrible place to put pro. A random Rodder, I think this is just weird and bad. It's just a weird and bad thing to have done. And then they also have a dodge Rodder, which is less bad. It's fine. Dodge is a double skill for Rodders, I think. So that was a lucky roll for them. Okay, honestly, I don't think our odds here are too bad. Oh, you know what else we could do with 100k? Is we could buy another reroll. We could match them on rerolls. We could just buy nothing to avoid TV inflating over them too much. We would be handed a lineman at 70k, which would make our team value 1490. So they're going to have 200k inducement cash no matter what. If we buy a player, if we buy like a runner, it'll only raise our TV by an extra 20 above what the loaner would have done. And so they probably won't be able to afford anything more than they're already able to afford. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll sleep on this. I'll come back. So, that's going to be it for us. We made it up into the upper part of the tournament. Single elimination from here on out. And it's going to get pretty dangerous. Come back next time. See if we can advance. And we'll see you then.